Amazon at it again when it comes to their Rings of Power show. Now, as you know, last week a report was released where the showrunners came out and talked about how they felt about the show and the backlash, which I thought was pretty funny because they once again doubled down on going after the fans and saying that fans are, of course, if they don't like the show and they criticize it, istophobes, which is funny. It's so easily disproven, especially thanks to House of the Dragon. House of the Dragon has kind of the same thing going on as far as race swaps and stuff like that. But because House of the Dragon is so damn good and the way that they've done it was really tasteful, most people are just enjoying the show. So it's like, well, they're only being racist towards this show. Maybe the show is just bad. But there's a report out right now. They interviewed Jennifer Salke, who is the Amazon Studios head. And she's claiming that they're praising her too. Like, oh, she's so amazing, great decision making. But this is what I thought was very suspicious. She's claiming that 100 million people have watched this show. 100 million people. It's just her word of mouth, though. Nothing else. We have no other receipts. We're supposed to just take her word for it. 100 million people. There's going to be a million articles on this over the next week saying what a success this show is, and it's not. They keep talking about the first two episodes and ratings. That big Nielsen report that just came out recently was talking about that. I want to know what the numbers look like after the first two episodes, and we haven't heard anything. Remember, the first two episodes premiered together, so people probably watched both and just went with it because they were both available. I want to know what the numbers are for 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We're on the season final. I don't believe this. I don't believe 100 million people have watched this. If 100 million people have watched this, why isn't anybody talking about it? Nobody's talking about it. There's no big discussions. I don't see any big, uptick in YouTube videos because, look at House of the Dragon. So Nerdrotic does a live stream on Sundays after he watches it. He does it with, Mauler and Shadversity. And that live stream is gaining viewers every week. How come there's no Rings of Power live streams like that are gaining viewers every week? I just don't see it. Hell, they released a new trailer. Here comes Sauron. However they say it in the show where they roll the R's a million times. Sauron is coming. So they released a new trailer. If it's so popular and it's so great, why is the brand new trailer that just dropped last night already getting ratioed? It's right here. 13K downvotes to 3.3K likes. That really doesn't look like a popular show to me. And all of the comments are roasting it. I'm impressed all of Galadriel's facial expressions from the show were captured in this trailer. Yep, 100% sure Nori is Sauron. So that's somebody that actually enjoys it. Never thought in my life I would ever root for Sauron. Me too. I stopped watching the show, to be clear. It's awful. It's a really boring show. Compared to House of the Dragon, where sometimes there's no fighting, but the actors are so talented and the script is so tight. Everything in there is just fun and enjoyable. This show, it takes 40 minutes to say anything, and they keep talking the whole time. It's amazing. Final trailer, more like a season recap. Then we have this one right here. I just realized season 1 is ending with only 1 episode left, and I'm still not feeling the same level of attachment that I've felt for other great shows that I've watched. I didn't get that same feeling of, oh, I can't wait for season 2 already, you know? Here's some more. Well, I gave it a chance, not wasting my time with thumbs down season 2. This person has some legit criticism here. Lone voice, dear Jeff Bezos, please sack the writers, showrunners, producers, costume department, and actors. Admit this was a mistake and literally start again. Hire Peter Jackson, Fran Walsh, and the original team, and you might just not only make your money back, but turn a profit and craft something the fans actually want. This series will go down as the greatest disaster and most hated show of all time. I agree. 100%. I think this show will go down as one of the most hated series of all time, and I do think it'll likely damage the Tolkien brand because most people aren't watching videos like this or videos. I know we get a lot of views accumulatively between like Ryan, Nerdrotic, Geeks and Gamers, Quartering, me, everyone that's talking about this show. But that's really a drop in the bucket to like the normie people out there. I mean, we're talking about millions of people. Most of them don't pay attention to any of this. They're just, and they don't know that this isn't like something different. They just see Lord of the Rings, and they know Lord of the Rings movies, and they see this show and they watch it, and it's so bad. Like if they ever do anything else, they're going to be like, yeah, I watched that Amazon show. I thought it sucked. And they're going to pass up anything new with Lord of the Rings. I think it damages the brand. Damages the Tolkien name. This show is the biggest waste of money and biggest letdown in history. Terrible writing, terrible dialogue, bad acting. The Harfoots are more evil than orcs. So, I mean, it's just funny. This show's so popular, so successful, so great. Yet a trailer just comes out. It's brand new, dropped hours ago. And it's already getting ratioed. You already have people commenting in negative stuff here. And out of all these comments, we get like a couple speculation comments like this one. But for the most part, it's just people talking about their disappointment of the series. So I don't believe this comment. I don't believe 100 million people have watched this. Don't believe it for a second. I think this show is internally a disaster, and they know it. This is why they're trying to stop reviews. This is why they're attacking the fans again. They just did this a couple of days ago. But yet the show's a hit. Sure it is, Jan. I'm not buying it. You shouldn't buy it either. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.